welcome to another Top 6. My name is Daniela Genus, and this week's Top 6 is Top 6 Reasons Why Failure is a Good Thing. I've always been terrified of failing. I'm the eldest child, so I don't know if that's got something to do with it, with my kind of overachieving personality, but it's something that I am working through. I recognise that it can be a bit of a hindrance, but I've now recognised the importance of failure. I've not failed at many things in life simply because of what I said before. I'm an overachiever. But mentally, there have been specific things related to my first business that I considered a failure. So I didn't consider the business a failure, but certain things that happened within the business I considered failures. So I failed at some points to generate enough income to stop being reliant on grants and just to be purely commercially funded. And I failed to take the business from being a very local West Midlands based business to being a national or an even international business. And that might sound ridiculous to some people because it's not in your specific desires, but it was for me. So to me it was a failure. But 2 years after selling my first business, I can see that these so-called failures have made me a better person. So I want to share my top 6 reasons why, after failing, I've become a better person, a better businesswoman, and a better consultant and mentor, and how it can make the same impact on your life. So number 1, failure builds your resilience. When things go wrong and things don't work and you don't achieve what you set out to achieve, it makes you more resilient because you start to understand what it feels like and you can overcome it. You may feel down for a period of time, but at some point you will get back up, and that makes you stronger as a character. As I said, I don't like failing, but I now know that if something doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. I can cope. I just need to work out what to do next. Failure tests your resolve. I have always wanted to be a businesswoman, so the fact that my first business didn't achieve the level of success I wanted it to, and then I sold it, I kind of did see as a failure because I didn't want to have to get to the point where I sold it, although the fact that I was able to sell it and it didn't go bankrupt, I guess, is some sort of success. But I could have took the approach when I finished my first business, actually I don't want to do business anymore, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to, so I'm just going to go and get a job, I don't want to do this anymore. But because it's something inherent to me, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, although it did shake me for a minute, like, do I really want to do this, can I do this? The fact that I've come back to it shows that this is who I am and who I'm supposed to be and what I want to do. So it tests your resolve, and it kind of separates those who really want it from those who just say they want it. Failure teaches you what not to do. There's so many things that I learned in terms of lessons from running my business and seeing all the different failures. And as I said, I'm not going to try and act like it was a total failure because it was a pretty successful business, but there were elements that now I look back and I know, don't do that again, that didn't work, that's not a good idea. Whether that be making sure that I work with a recruitment agency to recruit staff instead of thinking I can do it myself when I clearly couldn't. All of those kind of things, it teaches you what not to do, and that makes you a better person in business. And this also doesn't just apply to business, it applies to life in general. It also feeds your desire to learn. And this might not apply to everyone, but it applied for me. I recognised that I didn't achieve what I wanted to, so then I had to look at, well, why didn't I? And how do I learn from that? So I've been reading, trying to get as much information from those who've been there and done it. What have they done? What did they do? What mistakes did they make? How can I learn from there? And again, that's made me a better person in business. It improves your ability to analyse and to be analytical. And if you're someone that doesn't like failure, particularly like myself, when things went wrong in my business or certain things failed, I will deeply analyse them. Even to this day, sometimes I sit and think, well, what happened there? What would have happened if I did this? What would have happened if I had done that? What was that really about? And I overanalyze and think, and that's not always a good thing, and it can send some people crazy. But within reason, it can be an incredibly helpful way of looking at things because it prepares you for your future success. If you're able to analyze something retrospectively, then you can use those same skills to try and preempt what may happen in the future. And finally, failure can improve your confidence. And that's going back to what I said at the beginning. If you're able to fall down and get back up, you're going to get back stronger. You know what not to do. You've increased your learning to make sure you don't make the same mistake. You're able to preempt future challenges and account for them and accommodate them to make sure that they don't happen or that the impact is minimized. And that will make you much more confident. For me right now, I am so much more confident as an entrepreneur, as a consultant, as a mentor in sharing knowledge, because I've been there, I've done that, I know what doesn't work, I know what does work. And that really has been hugely beneficial for my confidence. So I hope you found that video useful. If you have any comments, if anything resonated with you, if you want to share anything about your failure or anything that you failed at, please write in the comment section. If you really enjoyed it, please click like and please share with anyone who you think needs to hear this message. My name is Daniela Judas. Thanks for watching.